Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Daleville Bronco basketball on Daleville Athletics. We're coming to you from Daleville High School. The Broncos are hosting the Union City Indians out of the Tri-Eastern Conference in a non-conference contest this evening. Before we look at the matchups, I will let you know that the JV Broncos were victorious tonight over Union City by the score of 64-47. Union City enters tonight's game coached by Bruce Davison. They have a 4-13 record, 1-4 Tri-Eastern Conference play. That's good for 7th place in the conference. The Indians open this season with a 4-5 record overall, but they're currently suffering through the midst of an eight-game losing streak, with their last win coming over the Union Rockets on January 3rd in the Randolph County tournament. Since then, they've dropped 8 straight games by an average of nearly 18 points a game. Versus common opponents, Daleville holds a 4-3 record, while Union City is 2-4 against those same opponents. Daleville, of course, is coached by Tyler Stotler. They enter tonight's game with a record of 7-13 overall. They are 3-5 in the Mid-Eastern Conference, which is good for 7th place. The Broncos are in the midst of a 3-game winning streak, having beaten Union 73-44 on January the 25th. The following night, they beat Kansas City 61-49, and this past Tuesday evening, they were victorious over the Randolph Southern Rebels by the score of 79-78 in triple overtime. This past Tuesday, that was this past Tuesday. Daleville looks to add to the winning streak tonight and make it 4 games and hopefully build momentum as the section is less than 3 weeks away. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups. This is Bronco basketball on Daleville Athletics. Here are your starting lineups for tonight's broadcast. First for the visiting Indians of Union City, starting at one guard, is Weston Moe. He is 5 feet 9 inches tall. He averages 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists per contest. Another guard is number 14, Zarin Cantu. He's 5'7". He averages 12.5 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist per contest. And a third guard is Mason Good. He's 5'11". He wears number 20. He averages 6.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists per contest. And a forward is Brighton Stewart. He wears 22. He's 6 feet tall. He averages 6 points and 3 rebounds per contest. And at the other forward is Gavin Teeter. He wears number 50. He averages 4.5 points, 2.5 rebounds per contest. He stands 5'11". For the Broncos tonight, at one guard is Connor Fleming. He wears number 5. He averages 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists per contest. Another guard is Nathan Dillon. He wears number 11. He averages 3 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist per contest. The third guard is Camden Leisure. He wears number 12. He averages 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists per contest. At one forward is Max Stecker. He averages 3.5 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist per game. He wears number 3. And at the other forward is senior Will McKinney. He wears number 25. He averages 12 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists per contest. Those are your starters for tonight's ball game. We'll take another break. We'll be back with the opening tip-off. You're listening to Bronco Basketball, Daleville Athletics. We're just about ready to get things started here at Daleville High School. As I said, Union City is going with number 50, Teeters, number 10, Moe, number 20, Good, 14 is Cantu, and number 22 is Stewart. Stepping in to jump it up for Daleville is senior Will McKinney. Broncos are also going with Stecker, Fleming, Leisure, and Dillon. Ball's up, tap is controlled by the Broncos, but unfortunately, McKinney grabbed his own tip, which is not legal. Let's see if they jump that up again. Nope, they're going to give the ball to Union City, as I suspected. So it'll be Indian basketball on the near side here. Mason Good will trigger the ball and bounce to Moe. That appears. Officials conferring with the scores table here momentarily. Good triggers the ball and bounce to Moe. He's being guarded by Fleming. Broncos appear to be in a man-to-man defense. They go high right side with it to Good. Good. Being guarded by Leisure. Goes high to Stewart. Stewart, top of the key, dumps it down inside to Teeter. His shot at the lane. No good, but the rebound is cleared off there by Moe. He stepped on the end line, gives the basketball back over to the Broncos. Actually gives the Broncos for the first time tonight. Union City picks up in full-court pressure. We'll see how they're aligned. It looks like a man-to-man pressure. The Broncos throw it long, and they get it into Dillon. Dillon takes the basket up, misses the layup, and the rebound's cleared off by Teeters. He gives it off to Good. Top of the key. Penetrates into the lane. Drives on Leisure. We got a whistle on the foul. And I think they're going to get Dillon on that foul. So it'll be Indian basketball underneath their own basket. No score early going. Indian basketball, top of the key, three-pointer is up and no good by Cantu. Rebounds loose, fought for, knocked away, picked up by Moat. He goes down inside to Teeters. Teeters puts a shot up in the lane. It's no good. Rebounds, fought for. Finally cleared off by the Broncos, Will McKinney. He gets it off to Fleming. Fleming across the timeline. He's being guarded by Moat. Goes high right side to Leisure. Leisure looks. Now top there, goes high post to Fleming. Fleming kicks it near side to Dillon. Down on the baseline, it goes to Stecker. Stecker drives the baseline, puts up a baseline jumper's up and good. Makes it a 2-0 lead for the Broncos. Mode into the front court for Union City, being guarded by Fleming. He drives into the lane. Turnaround jump shot, right baseline's up and good. So a bucket there by Moat knots things up at 2 apiece. Fleming with it, breaks the pressure into the lane. Puts up a runner. We're going to get an offensive foul called against Connor Fleming. Gives the ball back over to the Indians. Union City will go the length of the court. Broncos look like they might pick up in some three-quarter court pressure, but they back it off. Moat across the timeline. Being guarded by Fleming, uses the ball screen from Teeters, pulls up, elbow jump shot from the left side is up and good. Another bucket there by Weston Moat makes it a 4-2 Indian lead here with 6:15 to go in quarter number 1. Stecker with it now for Daleville, looking, gets it across the timeline to Leisure. Leisure high right side, penetrates into the lane, kicks it up near side to McKinney. His three-pointer left wing is off the back iron, no good. Loose, fought for, picked up by Stecker. Stecker skips across to Leisure. Leisure's 19-footers blocked away, but he gets his own rebound. Dumps it off down inside to McKinney, but it's loose, knocked away, and we got no whistle. Looked like Good may have traveled, but they get it off to Moat. Moat tries to whip a long full-court pass or nearly full-court pass down inside to Teeters, but it's knocked away. Last touched by Union City, and Coach Statler is not happy with this play here by the Broncos in the first 2.5 minutes, so he calls a quick timeout. We'll take a short break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Indians have it underneath their own basket. Moat will trigger it in. Gets it in near side to Stewart. Now on top it goes to Cantu. Cantu between the circles. Now goes to Good. Gives it back off to Moat. Moat being guarded by Fleming. Tries to go down inside to Good, but has it knocked away and out of bounds. They say last touch by Union City. Gives the ball back over to the Broncos. Broncos looking to knot things up as they trail it here by 2. Stecker triggers the ball inbounds to Dillon at midcourt. Dillon now with it on the left wing. Gets it back out on top to Stecker. High left side. Stecker being guarded by Cantu. Comes near side to Dillon. Dillon feeds down the low post to McKinney. He kicks it out on the right elbow to Leisure. He penetrates into the lane. Jump shots off the back iron. No good. Loose and fought for out of bounds. Last touch by Stecker. Gives the ball back over to the Indians. Substitution for Daleville. Derek Lawrence enters the lineup, replacing Dillon. Broncos set up in three-quarter court. Actually, full court pressure. 1-2, 1-1. They get the trap on Moat. It's loose. Moat behind the back dribble. Breaks the trap across the timeline. Being guarded closely by Fleming. They go left side with it to Good. Good penetrates into the lane. Puts up a runner. It's off the front iron. No good. And we're going to have a foul against Union City. They're going to get Teeter on that foul. It's his first, team's first of the half. Union City picks up in man-to-man full court pressure, it looks like. Stecker triggers the ball inbounds to Leisure. Back to Stecker. Stecker brings it across the timeline himself. He's bumped by Cantu, knocked out of bounds. No foul call. It'll be Bronco basketball in front of the scorer's table. Stecker triggers it in to Fleming. Fleming being guarded by Moat. Fleming penetrates into the lane. Runner off the front iron. No good. Rebounds pulled down by McKinney. Puts it back up and scores. Will McKinney with the bucket knocks things up at 4-piece. Broncos again full court pressure to get the trap set. But they skip it out to Cantu on the far side. Cantu pull up jump shot 15-footer straightaways up and good. Makes it a 6-4 Indian lead. Broncos triggered inbounds to get it into Stecker, but it's knocked out of bounds by Cantu. We got a whistle and they say foul. I think they're going to get Stecker. Ball was loose there. Stecker pushed off, it appears, trying to get the basketball. Stecker will sit down, and into the lineup tonight will be Tim Arnold for the Broncos. Union City gets the ball and bounce to good right elbow. He penetrates into the lane, gives it back out to Moat. Moat, right side, spin dribble into the lane, step back, 17-footers up and good. Weston Moat with another nice-looking jump shot puts the Indians up by 4, 8-4 here with 4:15 to go in the quarter. Union City pressuring Arnold. Arnold looking in the trap, gets it up, tries to get it up to Leisure, but throws it into the Union City bench. Turnover Broncos. Gives the ball back over to Union City. Broncos sloppy here in the early going, particularly against pressure of Union City. Press of the Broncos, I'm sure Coach Stoutler thinks that they should be handling it easily, but sloppy here in the early going. Stewart triggers the ball into Moat. Moat into the front court, being guarded by Fleming. They go substitution. Cantu with it now. Gives it ball to Good. Good at the top of the key. He penetrates the lane, goes all the way to the basket, misses. Rebounds loose, fought for, picked up by Will McKinney. We'll get that substitution for Union City. Up with it quickly is Leisure. Leisure into the lane. Bounce pass down low to Lawrence. He misses the point-blank layup. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Arnold. Gives the ball back over to the Broncos. And into the lineup for the first time tonight for Union City is number 32, and that is John Carpenter. Union City gets the ball up quickly. Left wing to Cantu. His three-pointers no good. Skims the front of the rim and goes out of bounds. It'll be Bronco basketball. Arnold triggered in. Union City still picking up with full court pressure. They get the ball inbounds to Leisure. Leisure being guarded by Good. He comes across the 10-second line quickly into the lane, dumps it off to McKinney. McKinney's two-footers no good. Rebound loose, fought for. Finally, it's Lawrence. Lawrence has it knocked away in the lane. It's still being fought for. We've got a whistle, a jump ball called. Possession arrow points in the direction of the Union City basket, so the Indians will have it. Holding on to that 8-4 lead. 3:20 to go here, first quarter of play. Stewart, we've got a whistle. Stewart, we're going to trigger it in, but they're going to confer at the scorer's table. We'll see what the problem is. Officials talking it over with the scorers. Indians going with Stewart, Good, Moat, Carpenter, and Cantu. So a very small lineup out there for Union City. But then again, the tallest player on their roster is listed at 6'2", and he hasn't even entered the game yet. So it's pretty much always a small lineup for Union City. But then again, the Broncos aren't a whole lot bigger. Finally ready to get things going again. Official about to hand the ball off there to Stewart of Union City. Stewart triggers into the trap. Good has it. He's being trapped by Lawrence and Leisure, but they get the ball across to Carpenter. Carpenter goes down inside to Cantu. He has his layup blocked by Arnold. Out of bounds, last touch by Arnold. So a nice block there by Tim, but Indians retain possession. Moat will trigger the ball in bounds as the Indians look to stack it up on the free throw lane. They get the ball inbounds quickly to Stewart. Stewart's running layups up and good. Puts Union City up by a 10-4 count. Up with it quickly for Daleville's Fleming. He goes the length, goes to the basket, has it blocked away. Rebounds put back up there by McKinney. He misses it twice, but he's fouled on the second attempt there. So to the line will go senior Will McKinney. Try to cut into this 6-point Indian lead. McKinney readies his first free throw. It's up off the front iron, no good. Broncos stay sluggish here. Down to under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. McKinney's second free throw. This one's up and good. Makes it a 10-5 ball game. Broncos trail it by 5. Moat into the front court, being guarded by Fleming. Uses the ball screen from Stewart. Gives it off to Stewart here, right wing. He penetrates into the lane, puts up a layup, and scores it. So bucket for Stewart makes it a 12-5 Indian lead. Fleming into the front court, spin dribble, has it nearly stolen away, nearly travels, and finally throws it away. As the Indians, if they're doing nothing else, are speeding up the Broncos, and the Broncos are just not handling pressure well at all so far, much to the dismay of the Bronco coaching staff. Moat again into the front court, drives into the lane, spin dribble, turnaround jump shot, 8-footers up and good. Weston Moat with another bucket, makes it a 14-5 Indian lead. Leisure with it for Daleville, gives it off to Fleming. Fleming still in the backcourt, behind the back, into the front court now, down the baseline to Lawrence. Lawrence's three-pointers off the front iron, in and out, no good. Rebound by McKinney. His turnaround jump shot in the lane, rattles around and falls in. Makes it a 14-7 ball game. Broncos trim the Indian lead to 7. 2:05 to go here, first quarter. Good with it for Union City. Gives it off to Stewart. Stewart working on Lawrence. Kicks it off left side to Carpenter. Carpenter pull up 17-footer at the elbows. No good. Rebounds cleared off by Leisure of Daleville. Leisure brings it up himself. Finally comes up to the left side. Tries to pass it up the court to Arnold, but it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Carpenter. So the Bronco basketball on the near side. Arnold will trigger it in. 14-7 your score, 146 to play. Teeter re-enters the lineup for Union City as Good sits down. Arnold triggers the ball inbounds to Fleming. Fleming into the lane, has it knocked away from behind, picked up by Teeters. He gets it off to Good. Good takes the lace of the court, behind the back pass, dumps it off. Bucket is good there by Stewart. And we got a whistle. Looks like there's going to be a foul as well. They haven't put the points up on the scoreboard yet, but I think it makes it 16-7. And to the line will go number 22, Brighton Stewart, to look to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Stewart's free throw up and good. Puts the Indians up by 10 here with 1:35 to go in quarter number 1. Lawrence gets the ball inbounds to Arnold. Arnold in the backcourt. He's being guarded there by Cantu. He's bumped. Foul's going to go against Cantu of Union City. Be Bronco basketball on the near side. Arnold triggers the ball inbounds to Leisure. Leisure penetrates, spin dribble, nearly travels, gives it off to Arnold. Arnold goes into the lane. Loose ball picked up by McKinney. His turnaround jump shot in the lane is up and good. He'll have the chance to pick up the three-point play as he's fouled. Substitution for Union City. Moat sits down. Good re-enters the lineup. Also, Teeter sits down into the lineup for the first time for the Indians tonight is number 42, and that is Maverick Luster. McKinney steps to the line. His free throw is up off the front iron, no good. Rebound's cleared off by Stewart of Union City. Stewart now across the timeline, penetrates into the lane. Now dumps it off on the baseline. There's a baseline jump shot by Luster's, no good. Rebound's cleared off by Fleming. Fleming into the front court, goes down left baseline to Leisure. His three-pointer is off the back iron, no good. Loose and fought for. McKinney comes up with it on the far side. McKinney looks, step through move, jump shots, in and out, no good. Rebounds pulled off there by Stewart of Union City. He's up with it quickly, goes down inside to Cantu. Cantu's three-footers are no good. Rebound loose, fought for. Cantu comes up with it again, goes down inside to Luster. His turnaround jump shot's up and good. Puts the Indians up by 10 once again, 19-9 as we're under a minute to play. Arnold with it, high right side for Daleville, being guarded by Cantu. They go down the baseline to Leisure. Leisure looking, Now he centers it, goes down the left baseline to Arnold. Arnold's jump shot's no good, but he's fouled. That's on the take to the basket. I think they're going to get Stewart on that foul. So Arnold will shoot 2. 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Broncos trail it by 10. Arnold to the line. His first free throws, rattles around and finally falls in. Moat enters the lineup for Union City, replacing Stewart. Arnold readies his second free throw. It's up and good. Makes it a 19-11 game. Broncos trail it by 8. 25 seconds to go. Good with it in the backcourt. Finally in the front court, being guarded by Leisure. 20 seconds. Good still. Gives it off now to Carpenter. Carpenter, 40 feet from the basket, straight away. Gives it off to Cantu. Cantu with 10 seconds. He penetrates, drives the left side. Little jump shots off the glass. No good. Rebounds cleared off by McKinney. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. McKinney with it. He puts up a 45-footer. It's no good, but he's fouled. So Will McKinney, fouled on the shot at the buzzer, will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws. And if he can knock these down, pull the Broncos back within 5 points, which will be as close as they've been for several minutes. Will's first free throw's up and good. McKinney readies his second one. That one's also good. Nothing but the bottom of the net on either one of the first 2. Now with his third one. That one rattles in and out, no good. So McKinney knocks down 2 of 3, makes your score 19-13 at the end of the first quarter of play. So with that score, we will take a break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. (19-13) your score. Union City leads Daleville by 6 here after 1 quarter of play. Union City comes back on the court, and they're going to go with Luster, Good, Cantu, Moat, and Carpenter. The Broncos come back with Arnold, McKinney, Leisure, Lawrence, and Fleming. Arnold will trigger the ball inbounds here on the near side. He gets it into Fleming. Fleming into the front court. Union City sets up into a 2-3 zone here. They go high post to McKinney. McKinney's 10-footer in the lanes off the back iron. No good. Rebounds cleared off by Luster of Union City. Gets it off to Carpenter. Gives it to Moat. Moat between the circles being guarded by Fleming. Moat high, gives it off to Good. Good. Indians on a weave. Carpenter with it now. Dumps it off to Cantu on the left wing. He penetrates in the lane. Step back jump shots off the front iron. No good. Rebound squared off by Fleming of Daleville. Fleming up with it quickly. Goes into the lane. Spin dribble. Puts up a wild shot. It's up. Banks it in. Good. Makes it a 19-15 Indian lead. Broncos get within 4. As close as they've been in some time. Moat with it. Step back 20-footer, 22-footer off the iron. No good. Rebounds loose, picked up by Fleming of Daleville. He's up with it quickly. Into the lane, puts up another runner. It's up and good. 2 straight buckets by Connor Fleming, make it a 19-17 2-point lead for Union City. Broncos trim it to 2, I should say. Good with it now, 40 feet from the basket. Penetrates, step back, jump shot from the elbows, in and out, no good. Rebounds cleared off by the Broncos. They get it up quickly to Leisure. It was McKinney who got it up to Leisure. Leisure's runner's no good, but it's knocked out of bounds by, actually it looked like it was knocked out by Arnold, but they say it was last touched by Union City, so correction, that was off Arnold, so it'd be Indian basketball. Holding on to a slim 2-point lead over the Broncos. And we've got a whistle, another timeout taken by the Broncos, so we'll take another break with the Broncos having cut into that 11 or 10-point Union City lead. It's down to 9. 30-second break. We'll take a break. They're listening to Bronco basketball on Daleville Athletics. It'll be Union City basketball. .6:39 to play here, quarter number 2. 19-17 is your score. Union City leads it. Good triggers the ball into Moat. Moat walks it up slowly. He's being guarded by Fleming. Uses the ball screen. Penetrates into the lane. The runner's up, no good. Rebound's cleared off by McKinney. That was Moat on the miss. And McKinney gets the rebound, gives it off to Fleming. Fleming now being guarded by Cantu. Behind the back dribble, penetrates, looks, gives it off to Lawrence on the near side. Back out on top to Fleming. Fleming thinks about a 3, but thinks better of it. Now comes to Lawrence. Lawrence being guarded by Cantu. Back to Fleming. Goes high post to McKinney. McKinney's turnaround jump shot in the lane's up and good. Knots things up at 19 apiece. Good with it for Union City now. Into the front court. He goes high left side to Carpenter. Carpenter's long 3s off the backboard, no good, but the rebound's cleared off by Moat. Moat dribble centers it behind the back, looks, gives it off to Good. Good penetrates in the lane. We've got to get a foul. Who are they going to get? Was that against Leisure? I believe it was. Leisure's foul, so it's Indian basketball underneath their own basket. They lob it in high, try to lob it into good, but it's stolen away by Leisure. Leisure takes the length of the court, puts up a runner. It's up and good. Leisure with the bucket puts the Broncos on top by 2 for the first time in the contest. Union City with it now. Good into the front court being guarded by Leisure. Good, penetrates, looks, gives it off to Cantu. Cantu between the leg dribble being guarded by Arnold. He penetrates into the lane. Step back, 12-footer, rattles around and falls in. Knots things up at 21. Union City. Token pressure now. Fleming with it. Into the front court being guarded by Moe. Goes behind his back, comes near side to Arnold down the baseline. Lawrence, his 3-pointers off the front iron. No good. Rebound is cleared off by Carpenter of Union City. Carpenter gets it up quickly near side to Cantu. Cantu penetrates into the lane, skips it over to Moat. His runner's up no good, but he gets his own rebound, kicks it back out, and there's a 3-pointer and off the glass and in by number 30, Hunter Reagan, who just entered the lineup, puts Union City back up on top by 3. Broncos, Leisure with it on the right side, penetrates, gives it off to Fleming. Fleming back to Leisure. Leisure looks, goes high post to McKinney. McKinney loses it momentarily, falls down, but he kicks it off to Leisure. Leisure's elbow jump shot's up and good. Makes it a 24-23 contest. Union City leads by 1. We got discussion here. Well, I got a foul call. Player control foul, they say. I believe they're getting that goes against Will McKinney. So Will picks up his first foul. Good with it for Union City into the front court, being guarded by Leisure. He goes high left side to Reagan. Reagan gives it off to Cantu. Cantu down between the circles, being guarded by Arnold. He penetrates into the lane, has it knocked away. We've got a reach-in foul. No. They call it travel. Thought they were going to get one of the Broncos on a reach-in. They say he walked. Don't know that it was a foul, but don't know it was a travel either. It looked like it was a play on to me, but they give the ball to Daleville, so we won't complain. Union City now sets up in a 2-2-1 zone press, three-quarter court. Fleming splits it, penetrates into the lane, puts up a little runner. It's up and good. Connor Fleming dribbles through the entire Union City defense to put Daleville up on top 25-24 here. We're under 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Moat walks up slowly for Union City. He goes high with it to Reagan. Reagan now to Stewart. Stewart penetrates in the lane, works on Lawrence, kicks it out, now gives it off to Cantu. Cantu, 16-footer straightaways off the back iron, no good. Rebounds pulled off by McKinney. Daleville gives it off to Fleming. Fleming into the front court. Looks, kicks it back out to McKinney. McKinney, three-pointer straight away off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounds loose on the floor, but it's picked up by Leisure. Leisure gives it back to McKinney in the lane, but he has it knocked away, but it's picked up by Lawrence. Lawrence, 5-footer straightaways up and good. Derek Lawrence with a bucket puts Daleville on top by 3, 27-24, as we near the 3-minute mark here of quarter number 2. Moat with it for Union City. He penetrates, and we got a foul, charging foul, as he knocked Connor Fleming to the floor. Gives the ball back over to Daleville. So Broncos having a chance to extend this lead. They're up by 3, their biggest lead of the ball game, as they've trailed for most of this one, as we're at the 3:05 mark here of quarter number 2. We've got a whistle. They say timeout taken by Union City. So we'll take a short break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball, Daleville Athletics. (27-24) your score. Broncos lead it by 3. 3:05 to go here, quarter number 2. It'll be Daleville basketball on the near side. Arnold triggers the ball inbounds to Fleming. Union City in that 2-2-1 three-quarter court press. Fleming gets it in across the timeline, skips it across to Lawrence. Lawrence kicks it back out on top to Fleming. Fleming penetrates into the lane. His runner's up off the back iron, no good, but McKinney puts it back up and in, puts Daleville up by 5, 29-24, I should say. Moat walks across again for Union City. Goes high right side to Stewart. Skips it back across to Moat. Moat left wing. Looks, goes down inside to Cantu. His reverse layup's no good. Rebound squared off by Arnold of Daleville. Arnold up quickly. Gives it off to Fleming. Fleming near side it comes to Lawrence. Lawrence's 3-pointers off the iron, no good. Rebounds tipped back by Arnold. Tips it into the hands of McKinney, who puts up a little jump shot. Makes it, and it's good. Makes it a 31-24 Bronco lead. So Broncos trailed by 10. Now up on top by 7. Moat penetrates into the lane, being guarded by Fleming. Comes near side to Reagan. Reagan down on the baseline to Moat. Moat dribble centers it, penetrates into the lane. Step back, 15-footer is off the back iron, no good. Rebound loose, spot 4. Finally picked up by Arnold of Daleville. He gets it off to Fleming. Fleming into the front court. Looks, goes down the baseline to Leisure. Leisure, look, goes high post to McKinney. McKinney puts it on the floor, then puts up a 12-footer. In and out, no good. Rebound cleared off by Union City. Up with it is Stewart. Stewart penetrates into the lane. We got a whistle. foul is going to go against Daleville, I believe. Stewart was a little bit out of control and bailed him out on that one. Foul's going to go against Leisure. That is the Broncos' 7th foul. So Stewart will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Dylan re-enters the lineup for Daleville as Leisure sits down. First free throw by Stewart's up off the glass and good. Another substitution for Union City. And over at the scores table, I believe, is Carpenter. Second free throw there by Stewart. It's too strong. Rebound spot 4 cleared off by Lawrence of Daleville. He's being pressured in the backcourt. Gives it off to Fleming. Minute 30 to go here, second quarter. Lawrence's three-pointer right wings off the back iron. No good. Rebounds pulled down by McKinney. His shot up in the lane is up and good. Will McKinney with another bucket. Makes it a 33-25 Bronco lead as we near the minute 15 mark of quarter number 1. Into the front court for Union City is good. Gives it off now to Carpenter. Carpenter, top of the key, penetrates into the lane, has it knocked away, picks it up, puts it back up and scores. Carpenter makes it a 33-27 ball game. Fleming into the front court for Daleville, goes down the baseline to Arnold. Arnold back out on top to Fleming. Fleming, top of the key, gives it off to McKinney. High post, his step through move into the lane's up and good. Will McKinney with another bucket. Makes it a 35-27 game at the 42nd mark here of quarter number 2. Good with it for Union City, 40 feet from the basket. Indians may be holding for one shot as we're down to 30 seconds. Nobody within 12 feet of good. 19 seconds. 15 seconds. Good still directing traffic. He penetrates into the lane, puts up a runner on the right side, off the side of the backboard. No good. Up with it for Daleville's Fleming. Fleming's going to go to length the court. No, he kicks it off to McKinney, but he loses it. And they say he stepped on the end line with 0.9 seconds to go. So that substitution finally happens for Union City, and it is actually Luster entering the lineup as we're at 0.9 seconds to go in the half. Luster gets the ball and bounds to good. He launches a 70-footer. It's off the rim, or the side of the backboard, I should say, no good. And that's going to do it for the first half of play. Your score, Daleville 35, Union City 27. We'll take a break and hopefully be back with some halftime numbers. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. We're back here at Daleville High School where the Broncos hold a 35-27 lead over the Union City Indians. And we look at the score by quarters. Union City jumped out to a 19-13 lead at the end of the first quarter and led by as many as 10 points in the early part of the second quarter. But the Broncos got hot, outscored Union City there in the second quarter play 22-8 to give you the halftime score of 35-27. As we've got the shooting contest going on here for the little kids at halftime. We'll take another break and hopefully be back with the halftime scoring totals. You are listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Take a look at some halftime scoring. First for the visiting Union City Indians, Weston Moat had 4 two-point field goals, all in the first quarter for 8 points. Zarin Cantu had 1 2-point field goal in each of the first 2 quarters. He had 4 points. Brighton Stewart had 3 2-point field goals. It was 2 of 3 from the line, so he also had 8 points. Hunter Reagan had a 3-pointer there in the second quarter for 3 points. John Carpenter had a 2-point field goal in the second quarter for 2 points. And Maverick Luster had a 2-point field goal in the first quarter for 2 points. So the Indians were led by the 8 points of Weston Moat and the 8 points of Brighton Stewart. As we look at the Broncos, Will McKinney with the hot hand there, mostly on the interior in the lane, turnaround jump shots in the lane. See if I can total this up here. He had 8 2-point field goals and was 3 of 4 from the line. So he had 19 big points there in the first half. 19 of the Broncos, 35. Also, Connor Fleming didn't score in the first quarter, but had 3 nice takes to the basket in the second quarter for 6 points. Camden Leisure had 2 2-point field goals for 4 points. And Derek Lawrence had a 2-point fielder in the second quarter for 2 points. So McKinney with 19 points there in the first half for Daleville. Fleming with 6. Leisure with 4. Lawrence with 2. And I believe I left out Arnold. He had 2 free throws for 2 points. So again, McKinney with 19 points is the story so far in the ball game here for both teams here in the first half of play. We'll take a couple more minute break and be back with second half action. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, we're just about ready to get things started here in the third quarter of play. Indians about ready to break the huddle. They come back with Good, Teeter, Stewart, Moat, and Cantu. So that's their starting lineup. Broncos come back with Lawrence, Leisure, Fleming, Stecker. Missed most of the first half there with some foul trouble, and also McKinney. But Union City basketball, they're triggered in here on the near side. 35-27 your score. Broncos lead it by 8 after trailing by as many as 10 in the first half. Good into the front court, or excuse me, that's Moat in the front court for Union City. Comes near side here to Good. Good. Being pressured by Leisure. He looks. Indians look to come out in the set play, but Broncos take it away, and they Good gives it off to Cantu, but Cantu steps on the midcourt stripe, so it's a turnover. Gives the ball back to the Broncos. Stecker triggers the ball inbounds to Fleming. Fleming between the circles goes high left side to Lawrence. Lawrence thinks about a three, but thinks better of it. Gives it off to Fleming. Now back to Lawrence. Lawrence goes high post to McKinney. Skips it out to Leisure. Leisure back out on top to Fleming. Now Lawrence goes down the baseline to Stecker. Stecker tries to feed it inside to McKinney, but it gets knocked out of bounds by Teeter of Union City. Gives the ball back to Daleville to have it out of bounds underneath their own basket. Stecker will trigger it in. Stecker gets it into Lawrence. Lawrence penetrates into the lane, puts up a runner's up and good. Derek Lawrence with the finger roll makes it a 10-point Bronco lead. So they've come full circle after trailing by 10. They now lead it by 10. Moat gives the ball to Good. Good penetrates into the lane, has it knocked away, stolen away by Leisure. Gets it up to Lawrence. Lawrence takes the length of the court. He puts it up, no good. And off with the rebound is Fleming. Fleming dribbles it out of trouble. Goes high left side to Lawrence. Lawrence's three-pointer from the left wings off the front iron, no good. Rebound's pulled off by McKinney, but he loses it out of bounds. Gives the ball back over to Union City. Good possession there, at least seemingly so, by the Broncos, but they're unable to capitalize as they lose it out of bounds. Cantu gets the ball in bounds to Moat. Moat into the front court, being guarded by Stecker. Gives it off to Good, who's guarded by Leisure. He drives the left baseline, kicks it out to Cantu. Cantu shot fake, penetrates 17-footer. We got a whistle and a foul before the shot against Daleville. Goes against Fleming. That's Connor's second. Obviously just the first of the half on Daleville. Cantu with it now for Union City, being guarded by Fleming. Fleming comes near side with it to Teeter. Teeter gives it off to Good. Good being guarded by Leisure. Penetrates into the lane. Puts it on. Has it blocked by McKinney. Up with it now is Leisure. Leisure takes the length of the court. Pulls up in the lane. Shots up no good, but he's going to be fouled. And he goes to the line. So Camden Leisure will shoot 2 free throws. Looking to extend this Daleville lead. Foul goes against Moat of Union City. That's his second. Leisure's free throw rattles around and falls in. Second free throw by Leisure's up and good. Makes it a 39-27 Bronco lead. Moat in the front court for Union City. Goes high right side to Stewart. Stewart directs traffic, penetrates into the lane, puts up a runner. Left hand is up and good. So Leisure with a bucket trims the Bronco lead to 10. Fleming up the court comes to Lawrence. His runner in the lanes up off the back iron, no good. Rebounds loose, fought for, and finally picked up by Moat of Union City. Moat penetrates into the lane, spin dribble, kicks it out to Good. Good penetrates, thinks about it, now goes all the way to the basket, has it blocked away, but the rebound's pulled off by Teeter. It's no good, loose and Foffel. We're going to get a foul. And it's going to go against Daleville, I believe. I think maybe getting Max Stecker, and if that's his, if it's on Stecker, it may be his third. Yep, that's what it's going to be. So we'll see if Max sits down. He sits down, and back in the lineup for Daleville comes Arnold. Broncos holding on to a 10-point lead. Union City with the basketball. Moat looks, triggers the ball inbounds to Good. Good Goes off now to Stewart. Stewart, one dribble, 15-footer, wild shots, no good. Air ball. Rebound's cleared off by Fleming of Daleville. He goes down right baseline to Leisure, goes high post with it to McKinney. It's knocked away, but McKinney comes up with it, tries to go down inside to Arnold, but it's stolen away by Union City. And up with it is Stewart. Stewart jump stops in the lane. We're going to, wow, they say the Broncos tied him up. That was quick. Union's not happy with that call, but it'll be Bronco basketball nonetheless. Arnold gets the ball in bounds now to Fleming. Union City falls back into a man-to-man defense, but no pickup. Don't pick up till it goes down inside the three-point arc. McKinney with it in the lane, kicks it back out on top to Fleming. Fleming penetrates, puts up a runner. It's blocked, but he's going to go to the line. Moat with the block, but they're going to get Moat with the foul, I believe. So Connor Fleming will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, and that is 3 fouls on Union City starting point guard Weston Moat. He stays in the ball game, at least for the time being. First free throw by Fleming's up and good. Connor readies his second one. That was also good. Makes it a 41-29 Bronco lead as we're under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter play. Cantu with a three-pointer from the left wing off the front iron, no good, but the rebound's pulled down by Teeter. And Teeter's fouled, I believe. Was not in the act of shooting. So it'll be Union City basketball underneath their own basket. That foul, did not see who they got it whistled it on. Union City ball. Out on top with it is Stewart. His 14-footer after he penetrates in the lane's no good, but he's fouled. So to the line for Union City will go Bright Stewart. With the cut into this 12-point Bronco lead. First free throw's up and good. That last Bronco foul was against Derek Lawrence, apparently, so he's just got 1 foul. Stewart's next free throw, also good. Makes it a 41-31. Broncos hold on to a 10-point lead once again. 4:40 to go here in the third quarter. Fleming with it. Goes high left side to Arnold. Arnold looks, being guarded by Stewart. Arnold looks, now goes, tries to go to Leisure, but it's knocked away. Arnold comes back up with it, penetrates in the lane, puts up a jumper, 8-foot jumper off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound's cleared off by Union City. Moat with it for the Indians. Moat penetrates, spin dribble, turnaround jump shot off the iron. No good. Rebound's cleared off by Lawrence of Daleville. Gives it off to Fleming. Fleming being guarded by Cantu. Fleming kicks it off down the baseline to Leisure. Leisure dribbles it off his foot but maintains possession. Now Fleming, now Lawrence. Lawrence's three-pointer left wings off the back iron. No good. Rebound cleared off by Moat of Union City. Moat gets it up quickly. They kick it back out to Moat. They got it up there. Now it's Cantu for the three-pointer. It's up and good. Zarin Cantu with a 3 trims the Bronco lead to 7, 41-34 at the 3:45 mark. Fleming now gives it off to Lawrence. Lawrence penetrates. They say he traveled. Drug his pivot foot before he made his move. Gives the ball back over to Union City. Union City with a chance to trim the Bronco lead to 5, which would be as close as they've been here since sometime in the second quarter, no doubt. Lawrence sits down for Daleville, and back in the lineup for the Broncos for the first time since early in the first half is Nathan Dillon. Stewart with it for Union City. Spin dribble into the lane, puts up a shot. It's no good. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. And let's see who they're going to get. Foul goes against Dillon. It's his first. Team's 5th of the half. Stewart's free throws hard off the back iron. No good. Stewart readies his second free throw. This one rims in and out, no good, but Teeter with the rebound puts it up and in. Gavin Teeter with the putback brings the Indians to within 5, Fleming penetrates into the lane. Now McKinney. McKinney kicks it out on top to Arnold. Arnold penetrates, goes back down inside to McKinney, but it's stolen away. Loose on the floor. Picked up. They get it up to Stewart. Stewart under the basket, puts up a wild shot, and finally McKinney clears it off for the Broncos. Gives it off to Fleming. Fleming, right side, goes down, finds Arnold open under the basket. He dumps it off to McKinney, but his layup's no good. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and has it knocked away. But I believe, yep, that's going to go against Moat. And that's Moat's fourth foul as Will McKinney will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So Weston Moat, Union City's primary ball handler, with 4 fouls. McKinney's first free throw rattles around and falls in. Good re-enters the lineup for Union City as Moat sits down. Will readies the second free throw. It's off the front iron, no good. Loose and thoughtful, but it's picked up by Arnold of Daleville. Gives it off to Fleming. Fleming now with it high right side. Directs traffic. Now puts the ball on the floor. In no hurry. Uses the ball screen from McKinney. Gives it to McKinney. McKinney 15 feet away. Puts it on the floor. Kicks it back out to Fleming. Fleming's three-pointer right wing's too strong. And rebound is cleared off by Union City, but it's loose on the floor. We're going to get a foul. I think they're going to get Stewart with that foul. It was on the floor, so it'll be Bronco basketball underneath their own basket. Stewart's third foul. So the Indians in some foul trouble. Fleming triggers the ball inbounds to Dillon. Dillon penetrates into the lane, kicks it out to Leisure, now on top to Arnold. Arnold penetrates, kicks it back to Leisure. Three-pointer off the front iron, no good, but Fleming with the rebound puts up a runner in the lane. It's in and out, no good. Loose fought for and goes out of bounds. And they say that it was last touched by Union City, so the Broncos will retain possession. Broncos hold on to a 6-point lead, 2:21 to go here, third quarter play. Fleming triggers the ball inbounds, looks, gets it inbounds to Arnold. Arnold loses it back into the near the 10-second line, picks it up, gives it back to Fleming on the left baseline. Fleming now. Dribble centers it, penetrates into the lane, puts up a runner, doesn't fall, rattled around, looked like it was going to go in for a minute there, but it bounces off, but Connor Fleming's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. That foul goes against Stewart of Union City, and if the scoreboard's right, says that's his fourth foul. So he's going to go to the bench, and I believe that's going to be Luster to replace him. Fleming's first free throw is up and good. Maverick Luster back in the lineup for the Indians. Connor readies his second free throw. That was off the front iron, but McKinney gets the rebound, puts it up, scores. Will McKinney with a rebound and putback makes it a 45-36 Bronco lead. They stretch it back out to 9. Then we got a whistle and a timeout called by the Broncos Coach Tyler Stotler, and with that, we'll take a break with the Broncos leading it by 9, 45-36, with a minute 57 to go in the third quarter. You listen to Bronco basketball on Daleville Athletics. $1:57 to go in the third quarter. Indian basketball in front of their own bench. 45-36, your score. Daleville leads it. Indians get the ball inbounds to Cantu. Cantu being guarded closely there by Fleming. Cantu penetrates. Right side of the baseline, puts up a short jump shot. No good. Gets his own rebound. Dumps it off there to Teeter. His 12-footers, no good. Rebounds cleared off by Dillon of Daleville. He gets it off to Fleming. Fleming into the front court. Now backs it out. Gives it off to Arnold. Arnold goes left wing to Leisure. Leisure out top of the key. It goes to Dillon. Now near side to Arnold. Arnold. Broncos into their offense. Reverse it over to Fleming. Now goes on the far side to Dillon. They go down inside to Arnold. Kicks it out to Fleming. Fleming's three-pointer straight away. In and out. No good. Rebound loose. Fought for. Out of bounds. And they say last touch by Daleville. Gives the ball back over to the Indians. Carpenter triggers the ball inbounds to Cantu. Cantu brings it into the front court. Back now to Carpenter. It looked like he may have traveled, but he gives it off to Good. Good penetrates into the lane, puts up a runner. It's no good, but he's fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul goes against Nathan Dillon. That's his second. First free throw by Mason Goods off the front iron, no good. Good, ready's the second free throw. This one's in and out, no good. Rebounds cleared off by Dillon of Daleville. Gives it off to Arnold. Arnold to Fleming. Fleming down the right baseline. It goes to Leisure. Back out on top to Fleming. Far side now it goes to Arnold. Arnold penetrates into the lane, gives it off to Dillon. Dillon shot fakes, penetrates in the lane, kicks it back to Arnold. Arnold's baseline three-pointers off the back iron, no good. Rebounds cleared off by Good of Union City. He brings it up the court quickly, gives it off to Carpenter. Carpenter penetrates in the lane, dumps it off to Teeter. Teeter's turnaround jump shots up and good. Makes it a 45-38 ball game. Broncos lead it by 7 with 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. Good with it. Or excuse me, that's Fleming for Daleville. Backs it out. Broncos look like they're going to hold for one shot as it's down to 20 seconds. Fleming, nobody within 15 feet of him. 15 seconds. Good. It's a person that's guarding, but he's clear off in the lane. We're down to 7. Fleming penetrates, uses the ball screen, kicks it out on top to Arnold. Arnold penetrates into the lane, puts up a 15 or 12-foot jump shots up and good. So Tim Arnold with a bucket at the horn gives the Broncos a 47-38 lead at the end of 3 quarters of play. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. We're just about ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter of play. Broncos lead at 47-38. Daleville comes back with Leisure, Dillon, McKinney, Arnold, and Fleming. Union City returns to the floor with Good, Moat with 4 fouls. Also Cantu, Stewart, and Carpenter. Good will trigger the ball inbounds. Broncos set back on a man-to-man defense. Good gets the ball inbounds to Moat. Moat now between the circles. Working against pressure from Arnold. Comes near side to Carpenter. Carpenter out on top to Cantu. Being guarded by Fleming. Behind the back dribble between the leg dribble. Penetrates into the lane. We got a whistle and a push off against Daleville. They're going to get Dillon on that foul, and that is the 7th foul against the Broncos. So Cantu will go to the line to shoot the 1 and bonus. Cantu's first free throw is up and good. Cantu readies his second one. That one's also good. Makes it a 47-40 Bronco lead. They lead it by 7. Union City picks up with full court pressure now. Broncos get the ball to Dillon. Dillon trapped in the backcourt, gives it off to, they get it up to Leisure, who dumps it off down inside to McKinney, who puts it up, but he's fouled hard, so Will McKinney will go to the line and shoot 2. Foul goes against Carpenter. It's his first. McKinney's free throws up and good. As we said earlier, McKinney had 19 big points in the first half to help the Broncos overcome a 10-point deficit. His second free throw is up and good, makes it a 49-40 Bronco lead. Good with it for Union City. Goes high right side to Moat. Moat, long three-pointer off the back iron. No good. Rebound's cleared off by Leisure of Daleville, gives it off to Fleming. Fleming walks the ball up slowly. The Broncos hold on to that 9-point lead. Broncos get into a set play. They reverse it to Leisure. Leisure has it knocked away by Cantu. Cantu picks up the loose ball, takes it to the legs of the court, lays it in, makes it a 49-42. 7-point Bronco lead. Union City picks up the full court pressure. Fleming with it, gets the ball up to McKinney, finds McKinney open under the basket. He puts it up and scores. So assist there by Connor Fleming. Bucket by Will McKinney makes it a 51-42 Bronco lead. 6:45 to go in the ball game. Moat with it now between the circles. Uses the ball screen, penetrates into the lane, puts up a scoop shot. It's no good. But Moat's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. They're going to get Dillon again. Believe so. No, I take that back. They're going to get Arnold. That's Arnold's third foul. So Arnold sits down, and back in the lineup for the Broncos is Max Stecker. Moat at the free throw line. His first free throw rattles around and goes in. Moat readies his second free throw. That one's up and good. Keeps the Indians within striking distance as they pull within 7, 51-44. And Union City takes a timeout. We'll take a short break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. (51-44) your score. Broncos hold on to a 7-point lead. Union City called timeout. We'll see what kind of full court pressure they'll come back with. Looks like they're lined up in a 2-1-2 alignment. Broncos get the ball in bounds. Stecker back to Fleming, back to Stecker. Union City, token pressure. Fleming into the front court. Comes near side to Leisure, back to Fleming. Broncos in no hurry. Lead by 7. Fleming being guarded by Stewart. Penetrates down the right side of the lane, puts up a runner, up in and out, no good, but McKinney with the rebound, puts it back up and scores. And we've got a whistle and a foul. I believe McKinney's going to go back to the line to shoot a free throw, I think. And that foul goes against Brighton Stewart. That's his 5th foul. So Stewart sits down with 6:15 to go in the ball game. Back into the lineup for Union City comes John Carpenter, as Will McKinney looks to complete the 3-point play. His free throw's up and good. Puts Daleville back up on top by a count of 52-48. And with that, the Indians take another timeout. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. That 3-point play by Will McKinney put the Broncos up by 10, 54-44. I think I'd said it was 52-44. The scoreboard was a little slow getting the points up, and therefore I gave you an erroneous score. But the Broncos do lead it by 10, 54-44. Union City basketball. Mode will trigger the ball and bounce to Good. Good walks it up slowly for Union City. Broncos in a man-to-man defense in the half court. Good now penetrates into the lane, takes it nearly to the basket. Looked like he traveled, but he kicked the ball out. And there's a 3-pointer by Carpenter's up no good. Rebound cleared off by McKinney of Daleville. Gives it off to Fleming. Fleming being guarded closely by Moat in the backcourt. Penetrates. Fleming still with the basketball. Penetrates into the lane. Has it knocked away. Regains possession. Puts it back up and scores. So Fleming with the bucket puts Daleville up on top by 12. That's Moat with it for Union City. Looking on the dribble, gives it off to Cantu. Cantu with an 18-footer straightaways up and good. Makes it 56-46, trims the Bronco lead back down to 10. Leisure with it backboard for Daleville being guarded by Cantu. He penetrates, goes around his man, gives it off to Stecker, back out on top to Leisure. Leisure looks, gives it off to Fleming in the lane. He dumps it down to McKinney. McKinney puts it up and scores. Another nice assist from Fleming. Bucket. McKinney makes it 58-46. Broncos lead it by 12 once again as we're at the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter of play. Good with it. That is Moat. Drives right wing. Puts up a fall away 12-footer. Makes it a 58-48 ball game as Moat knocks down that basket. Stecker with it, being guarded by Moat. Stecker drives the lane, puts up a shot, no good, but the putback there by Will McKinney makes it a 60-48 Bronco lead, and I don't have the scoring numbers in front of me. McKinney's got to be approaching the 30-point mark, I would think. There's a jump shot by Moats off the back iron, no good. Rebounds pulled off by McKinney. I'd like to know how many rebounds Will's got tonight as well. Stecker tries to get the ball up quickly to Leisure, but it's stolen away by Cantu. Cantu. Top of the key, 3-pointer, in and out, no good. Rebounds pulled off by McKinney. McKinney gives the ball off to Fleming. Fleming walks it up. Being guarded there by Good. Down to 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Broncos hold on that 12-point lead. And there we have Fleming with a take to the basket, scores it. He's going to go to the line to shoot a free throw as Union City gets caught with the foul. That foul goes against Mason Good. That's just his first, but it's the team's 8th. Fleming knocks down the free throw, completes the 3-point play, and Broncos now up their lead to 15. Biggest lead of the ball game as we're under 4 minutes to go. Good with it. Penetrates. Pushes off. No foul call. Step back 3-pointer. High off the iron and good. And with that, Union City takes the timeout. We'll take a short break with the Broncos leading by 12. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. It'll be Bronco basketball. They'll have to go the length of the court. They lead by 12, 3:47 to play. No doubt Union City's going to pick up with some full court pressure. We'll see how they line up here. Stecker will trigger their inbounds for Daleville. No, I take that back. They're going to switch spots. It's going to be Fleming. Union City lined up man-to-man. Get the ball in bounds to Stecker. He's being guarded there by Moat. They give the ball back to Fleming. Fleming loses it, picked up by Cantu. Cantu takes it all the way to the basket, puts up a shot, no good, but he's fouled by Stecker. So Cantu will go to the line. Broncos give Union City the opportunity to score some points with the clock stopped, which isn't good if they want to salt this one away here quickly. Cantu's free throws up and good. That foul went against Max Stecker, and he's got 4. Cantu's second free throw is also good. Trims what was just a few seconds ago a 15-point Bronco lead. Now it's down to 10. Ball is stolen away by Cantu on the inbounds play. He throws up a wild three-pointer, and it was an air ball as 2 players fought for it. It was Moat and Stecker, I believe, but Moat knocked the ball out of bounds. So it'll be Bronco basketball. Union City still in the full court man pressure. They get the ball inbounds to Fleming, and he's fouled immediately or almost immediately there by Good. So Fleming's going to go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1 as that's the 9th foul against Union City. Broncos lead it by 10. Fleming can make 12 if he can convert these. Connor's first free throw's up and good. Connor readies his second one. That one's in and out. No good. Rebound's cleared off by Moat of Union City. Moat. Step back three-pointer straight away. He's up and good. Trims the Bronco lead back down to 8. This is as close as Union City's been, or nearly so. Broncos. Stecker has it knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by Cantu, so it'll be Bronco basketball on the near side. See if Daleville can take care of the basketball here. They've struggled here the last couple possessions. Stecker. We got a whistle. Broncos take a timeout to avoid the 5-second call, so we'll take a short break. You're listening to Bronco basketball on Daleville Athletics. Be Bronco basketball on the near side. Arnold will trigger the ball in bounds. Gets the ball into Fleming into the backcourt. Fleming being guarded by Good. Fleming across the timeline. Reverse dribble penetrates into the lane. Puts up a runner. No good. Rebound cleared off by Moat of Union City. Union City with a chance to cut into this lead. Get as close as they've been. There's a three-pointer. It's up and nothing but the bottom of the net. That one was by Good. Makes it a 64-49 contest. Broncos lead it by just 5, and Union City picks up a full court pressure, and Cantu fouls Dillon in the backcourt. So Nathan Dillon will go to the line with a couple pretty important free throws here. As the Broncos had what was a few minutes ago a 15-point lead. Now it's been trimmed down to 5. 2:46 to go in the ball game. plenty of time for Union City, especially if Daleville doesn't convert free throws. Dylan's first free throw is hard off the back iron. No good. Broncos in the double bonus. So Nathan will have a second one. Dylan's second free throw. This one's good. Puts Daleville up on top by 6. 65-59, 2:45 to go in the ball game. Moat with it, gives it off to Good. Good penetrates into the lane, goes all the way to the basket, puts up a runner, no good. Rebound cleared off by Fleming. Broncos were fortunate there as Union City didn't convert. Arnold with it, 12-foot baseline jump shots off the back iron, no good. It's loose, fought for. Leisure has it, gives it off to. There's a shot up by Arnold. It's no good, but he's going to be fouled. McKinney put up a shot in there in the interim, and it was no good. But that's going to send Tim Arnold to the line to shoot 2 free throws. 2:22 to go in the ball game. As is always the case, Broncos are going to have to knock down free throws if they want to salt this one away. Arnold's first free throw rattles around and falls in. Tim readies his second one. That one's too hard off the back iron, but it's McKinney with the rebound. McKinney pulls it out, gives it off to Fleming. Fleming backs it out. He's being guarded by Cantu. Fleming has it knocked away, nearly stolen away a couple times by Union City, but Moat knocked it out of bounds in front of the Bronco bench, so it'll be Daleville basketball. Arnold will trigger the ball in bounds. Union City playing with nothing to lose here. Broncos get the ball and bounce to McKinney. McKinney gives it off to Fleming. Fleming, far side, dribbles it back out, being pressured, penetrates into the lane, puts up a runner. It's up and good. Connor Fleming with a basket, and he'll have the chance to go to the line for a three-point play, but he's down on the floor holding his wrist, and it looks to be in considerable pain, and that is his left wrist. Left wrist that he's holding. The bucket put Daleville back up on top by 9. We'll see if he can make it 10. As the officials have Will McKinney mop up a wet spot on the floor, and Will's done just about everything tonight, including some janitorial work. Fleming with 1 free throw. Puts it up, rattles around, no good, but McKinney with the rebound, kicks it back out to Fleming. Fleming knocks it in. So a 4-point swing there for Daleville. Puts them back up on top by 11. Good with it. Let's fly with a 23-footer. It's up and good. Three-pointer by Good there trims the Bronco lead back down to 8. Leisure looking to trigger the ball and bounce to Daleville. Finally gets it into Fleming. Fleming tries to split the defense, but goes to the floor. We've got a whistle. What are they going to call? Thought they might call a travel, but they're going to call a foul against Union City, and that goes against Moat. So their starting point guard will sit down with 5 fouls. So Moat sits down. He's not happy with the call, and you can kind of understand because there's probably multiple things that could have been called on that little scrum there. But it'll be Connor Fleming to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Broncos up by 8, minute 39 to go in the ball game. Connor looks to put him back up by 10 if he can convert here. His first free throw up too hard. No good off the back iron. Max Stecker enters the lineup for Daleville, replaces Nathan Dillon. Fleming's second free throw. This one's up and good. Puts Daleville back up on top by 8 as we're down to a minute 35 to go in the ball game. Good with it for Union City. Penetrates into the lane, kicks it back out. There's a three-pointer by Carpenter. It's off the front iron. No good. Rebound solution fought for. Picked up by McKinney, and they're going to get Cantu on the foul there. as he lands on top of McKinney. So McKinney will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Will McKinney to the line. Looks to extend the Bronco lead. Will's first free throw's hard off the back iron. No good. Will readies his second free throw. This one's good. Makes it a 72-62 Bronco lead. Minute 25 to go in the game. Good with it for Union City. He steps back, 24-footer off the front of the iron. No good. Rebounds loose and fought for. And out of bounds. They say last touched by Luster of Union City. Gives the ball back to Daleville. Union City again picks up a full court pressure. Stecker with it. Gets the ball inbounds to Leisure, but it's knocked away by Cantu. Cantu comes up with it. Gets it out on top. Too good. Good on the dribble. Being guarded there by Fleming. Gives it off to Cantu. Cantu's runner in the lanes up. No good, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So Zarin Cantu with a chance to cut into the 10-point Bronco lead, but just 1:08 to go in the ball game. First free throw by Cantu's up and good. The foul goes against McKinney, but it's just his second. Both teams in the double bonus. Cantu's second free throw is up and good. Makes it a 72-64 ball game. Union City stays within striking distance. Broncos get the ball inbounds to McKinney. They give it back off to Leisure. Leisure in the backcourt gives it to Arnold. Arnold finally gets it up to Fleming. Fleming has it knocked away from behind. Loose, stolen away. Pick up by Cantu of Union City. He's up with it quickly. We're under a minute to play and nearly knocked away. We've got a whistle and a travel call as they say Cantu walked. Stecker knocked it away from behind momentarily, but he regained possession and shuffled his feet. So Daleville basketball. Stecker took the ball inbounds. Union City, man-to-man full court pressure to get the ball inbounds to Fleming. Fleming into the front court, being guarded closely by Good. He's trapped. Kicks it out on top to Arnold. Arnold goes down inside to Stecker. Stecker puts it up and scores. Arnold finds a wide-open Max Stecker under the basket who converts it, and he'll go to the line with a chance for the three-point play. The bucket puts Daleville back up on top by 10. Stecker can get 11. Max Stecker to the line. His free throw's up and good. Puts Daleville up on top by 11, 75-64 with 44 seconds to go in the ball game. Good with it for Union City. Uses the ball screen there, pulls up three-pointer. In and out, no good. Rebound's cleared off by McKinney. McKinney gets it off to Fleming. Fleming takes the length of the court, puts up a runner's up and good. Broncos extend the lead to 13. Has a run of 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Good with it now for Union City. Back out on top to Cantu. Cantu, we got to get a reach-in foul against Leisure of Daleville. Camden really was kind of just trying to get out of his way there, but they're going to whistle him for the foul. So to the line will go Zarin Cantu. Broncos lead it by 13, 21.3 seconds to go in the ball game. First free throw down by Union City's Cantu is up and good. It'll take a miracle now for Union City. Lawrence enters the lineup for McKinney, and McKinney goes to the bench with the cheers from the Bronco faithful. And again, I don't have the scoring numbers, but he's got to be around the 30-point mark somewhere. Free throws up and no good by Union City's Cantu. Daleville with it now. Stecker gets it up to Fleming. Fleming gives it off to Lawrence. Lawrence goes to the basket, puts up a layup. It's good. And Lawrence will go to the line to shoot a free throw. Lawrence can convert. He'll put Daleville back up on top by 15. Derek Lawrence readies his free throws up and good. Makes it an 80-65 score. Cantu across the timeline with it in Union City. We're down to 7 seconds. Cantu kicks it back out on top to Good. Good lets fly with a three-pointer straight away. It's too strong. Loose ball on the floor, and that's going to do it as the final horn sounds. Broncos take an 80-65 victory over the Indians of Union City tonight. And we'll take a break and take a couple-minute break, and hopefully be back with some final numbers. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, where the Broncos have taken an 80-65 victory over the visiting Indians of Union City Community High School. As we look at the score by quarters, Broncos, or I should say the Indians, jumped out to a 19-13 lead as the Broncos were shaky there in the first quarter. Both couldn't find the basket very much and also turned the ball over several times. But then the Broncos came back with 22 big points in the second quarter, led by the 19 first half points of Will McKinney. And they held Union City to just 8 points, which made the halftime score Daleville 35, Union City 27. And then in the third quarter play, both teams were still actually Daleville cooled off, scoring only 12 points in the third quarter, but Union City was only able to put up 11 to give you a 47-38 score at the end of 3 quarters of play. Then both teams busted out in the fourth quarter. Daleville put up 33 points in the fourth quarter. Union City put up 27 to give you the final score, that being Daleville 80, Union City 65. We're going to take a couple more minute break and hopefully be back with the final individual scoring totals. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, you hear the final scoring totals. As we said before, Broncos took an 80-45 or 80-65 victory over Union City tonight. The Indians were led by the 18 points of Zarin Cantu. Also in double figures tonight for the Indians was Brighton Stewart with 12. Mason Good added 9 points for Union City, and I was remiss in leaving out Weston Moat. He had 15 points tonight. So Cantu 18, 15 for Moat, 12 for Stewart, 9 for Good. And then Gavin Teeter added 4 points. Hunter Reagan 3 points, and 2 points apiece from John Carpenter and Maverick Luster. So again, Cantu with 18, Stewart 12, Moat 15, and Good with 9. Looking at the Broncos tonight, some pretty gaudy scoring totals by a couple Bronco players. They were led by Will McKinney's 34 points, and he had 13 two-point field goals and was 8 of 12 from the line for those 34 points. Also, Connor Fleming had 22 points, and he had 16 of those 22 in the second half. McKinney had 19 in the first half and 15 in the second half. So the two Broncos in double figures were the 34 for McKinney, the 22 for Fleming, and down to scores table. Nobody had official numbers, but pretty much everybody was in agreement that McKinney had somewhere over 20 rebounds to go along with his 34 points tonight. Also in the scoring column tonight for Daleville was Derek Lawrence. He had 7 points. Tim Arnold had 5 points. Camden Leisure had 6 points. Nathan Dillon hit a free throw for 1. So again, McKinney with 34 points, Fleming with 22 to lead the way for the Broncos this evening. Union City with the loss, their record falls to 4-14. Broncos with the victory run their record to 8-11, and that is the 4th straight victory for the Broncos. Union City adds to their losing streak. They've now lost 9 straight ball games. Broncos with a big test this coming Tuesday evening as they travel to Blackford to face the Bruins. And Bruins, of course, are led by the state's leading scorer, Luke Brown, averaging somewhere in the vicinity of 35 points a ball game, give or take. The next home game for Daleville will be the final home game of the season. That's against the Alexandria Tigers on Tuesday, February the 19th. That's going to just about do it from here at Daleville High School. We'll see you next time. Good evening, everyone.